welcome back to my channel. It's Monday and I'm just about to go out for a little run after being a bit under the weather. Just your usual like cold, nothing serious. I did a little recovery run last week post Cardiff Half. Put a pound right in a jar every time I mention Cardiff Half in this vlog. Let's just see. Like I just, when am I gonna not mention it anymore? So I'm just about to go out for a little 3 mile easy run. Mentally I want to push it because I haven't been out for a while, but I've got to be sensible. I haven't been well, so there's no point going out and pushing it. And yeah, hopefully this week will be a little bit more productive than last week was in terms of my running. Hopefully this run doesn't go horrendous, but I'm trying not to hold any expectations for it because it's just a getting back into it run. So yeah, let's go run. Tuesday and it's time for the gym because we've got knees to protect. So that's the gym session done. I feel horrendous and I don't know, I'm putting it down to the tablets because I just feel very weak. And like you know when you're ill and you like have that ill sweat, that's how I feel. It wasn't like a working out sweat, it was kind of a clammy sweat. I don't know, I personally I know the difference when it's like when I'm ill versus when I'm kind of anxious, that kind of sweat. And I keep waking up like it as well, so I just think it is that, but it kind of is what it is, and I'm just trying my best to ride it out. And I just feel like very on edge, and like just my brain is just constantly, it just feels like that. So just trying to take it one day at a time. I did like a 35-minute session, which is better than nothing for me. I genuinely woke up and I was like, I cannot be bothered, but I still did it and I'm glad I did. I never regret doing it. I just didn't feel great. I just felt very weak and gross, but it's done. Feel like when I feel like this, moving is what helps me, but it's a double-edged sword in a way because I feel like very, very restless, and sometimes actually moving and keeping busy doesn't help it, so we'll just see. I find it so embarrassing when people come past and I'm like just holding my phone up. I need to get over it though. Still got, you know what I mean, I feel like I'm very paranoid and I'm like that. It's just part and parcel of it though. It's just part and parcel of it. And I don't want anyone seeing this to think, oh, I'm never going to take antidepressants if that's what it does to you. Because that's not what this video is about. It's just about me trying to be real and honest. I'm testing out the waters to see if it's the right time for me to currently come off my antidepressants. All I can do is try, and if it's not the right time, it's not the right time. Just about to go and do a little 4 mile run. Don't know why my voice sounds like that. I think it's because I haven't spoken yet today. Here he is. What are you doing? You want to get past? Good boy. I need to start getting up early for my runs because I just do. I've just decided that I do because at the minute I'm doing it after work or on my lunch break, which I'm very lucky to be able to do, don't get me wrong. And like there's nothing wrong with doing that. My problem is I'm one of those people that, you know when you have like an appointment booked and then you feel like you can't do anything until you've been to that appointment? I'm a bit like that. So when I know I've got to run, it kind of builds all day if I'm just sat waiting for it. I don't know if that makes any sense. I know what I mean. I hope you know what I mean too. But yeah, I'm going to get out, try and do like a 4 mile steady pace run this morning. Yesterday I was thinking, yeah, like I can start going longer now. I'm like, no, just slow down. there's no rush. I'm just gonna do a little 4 mile steady, and then hopefully do like a 6 miler on the weekend. So, but I need to remember that this month is for resting, so I don't need to be going like ham on the training. I'm resting so that I can go ham on the training from November onwards. This is an opportunity that I'm not going to get for a while, so I've got to embrace and appreciate it while it lasts. I tell you what I have missed is the fact that, so I'm wearing my coat today, which is somehow my first time wearing it. We're halfway through October, but anyway, because it's got pockets, I don't then have to wear this. I have no problem with this, but I just find it annoying. And the distance is too short that I'm not going to wear my vest. Not because of the social media police, but just because it's just an extra thing to have when I only need my phone and my keys. So yeah, that's my life story. I just love... I got the pockets again. I need to get out for my run now. Let's go. We're on Thursday today. It's been a pretty steady, just chilled week this week. I've just been focusing on chilling out, as stupid as that might sound, and doing my runs. Today I've got my yoga as usual, and I've also been out with Max, and oh my god, it makes such a difference when the sun is shining. Like, the sun is out today, it's lovely, it's just nice and kind of... It wasn't actually, I was going to say it's nice and crisp. It wasn't crisp, it was still a bit warm, but like it was nice. To the point where I had a coat on and I was about to take my coat off because I was that hot. Anyway, I'm trying to start getting up earlier in the mornings. Not for any particular reason other than my well-being and like just trying to change the way I start the day, because I feel like I let myself lie in, and there's nothing wrong with the lie in, but it makes me feel rubbish when I wake up and then go back to sleep. One thing I do when I wake up that I've noticed, I feel like a lot of us do this to be fair, I wake up and I check my phone straight away, and I'll never ever forget, it was Jay Shetty who, I think he might have done a podcast on it, or he definitely said it at some point, maybe in a talk or something like that, but he said that when the first thing that you do in the morning is check your phone, it's essentially like waking up and letting like 100 people just come and stand in your room. And when you think of it like that, it is a bit mental that the first thing, and like I am so guilty of it, I reach for my phone to wake me up, you know, and you're like, your eyes are just, you're struggling to keep them open. So I roll over, grab my phone and use that to kind of wake me up. My point is I'm trying to just wake up a bit slower and a bit more mindful, I think, rather than jumping straight into scrolling. And I don't know if that makes sense. That probably sounds a bit wishy-washy, but that's me. So this morning I got up and I was like, I'm not getting on my phone, because I have one of those Lumi alarm things, which also helps because that's like a gradual sunrise, and the sunrise on it, like the sunrise it's mimicking, does it gradually before the sound comes on, so I just feel like the sound isn't so like harsh, you know, it doesn't kind of come out of nowhere because you're getting that gradual light waking you up anyway. But this is not an advert for Lumi. This morning I woke up and like let myself wake up. Mel Robbins, who said she gives herself to the count of 3 to get up. So if she's lying there and she can't get up, she goes 1, 2, 3 and then gets up. So I did that today. I have done it before and then gotten back under the covers because it's been freezing, but I did it successfully today. Went downstairs, let Max out, fed Max, got a cup of tea, and then just sat on the sofa and read a couple of pages of my book. And just starting off that way like just helps so much more, even if, you know, I read for 10 minutes and then check my phone. Like, just not having that initial thing of, you know, messages and notifications and all these different things that come with our phones just makes a huge difference. So I'm just about to go to the gym. I made a pact with myself last night to get up when my alarm went off and to get up and get out for the gym. That's what I'm doing. So I'm going to do an upper body focus this morning. Don't know why I needed to point that out. And I've woken up with a bit of an anxious belly and I don't quite know why. I don't know if it's the gym, I don't know if it's the tablets, I don't know if it's just because, I don't know. But I'm hoping the gym will fix it, make it go away. And if it doesn't, I'll just leave and come home. It's Friday today, so I'll have work and then just chilling out. It's Friday night. I'm gonna make some banana bread. Josh isn't here because he is, not that it's relevant, but he is working from, he's not working from home, he's working away. He's been working away this week and he's back on Sunday. So a couple more days and then he's home, which I'm excited for. Just been out with Max, gonna make some banana bread. My plans this weekend are going out for my friend's birthday, obviously walking Max. I want to get a 6-mile run in as well, and I'm also hopefully going back to Cardiff to see my friend from school as well. So yeah, a nice like wholesome, this lighting really isn't doing it, is it? A very wholesome kind of weekend. Okay, she's ready to go in. My issue is that I haven't got a loaf tin, so it's just like a flat banana bread, but it's fine. Here she is. Shouldn't look that appetizing, but it does actually taste better than it looks, I promise. So I'm just doing a little 6-mile easy pace. Feeling alright so far. Let's see how it goes. Alright, to be fair, not too bad. I've said this before, I think. There's a hill coming up like towards where we live. So what I was doing when I was sort of tapering in the lead up to the half was I was driving somewhere where it was relatively flat and then driving home, which isn't ideal, but it's got to be done sometimes when you're trying not to fatigue your body, so it's fine. But anyway, today I did that hill and I managed to run it all the way up to the top, which isn't a common experience for me. I really struggle to get all the way to the top. So anytime I do without stopping, I literally, I think it might have been the last time I did it, I got to a point where I was like, I either stop and walk or I turn around and go back down the hill just to have a bit of a breather. So I just turned around, went back down the hill, which is all well and good until you realise you've got to come back up the hill again. So you're just making extra work for yourself. So yeah, today I actually ran up it, which felt good. That was probably the biggest achievement of the whole thing, as opposed to the fact that that's my longest run since Cardiff Half. So that was 6 miles. So yeah, it's nice to feel like I'm maintaining my fitness. I've never had like posts. I've always trained for a half. I haven't always trained. In the past, I have trained for the half marathon. I've done the half marathon and then I've stopped. Like, I've just completely relaxed. And I think you have got to rest, don't get me wrong, but I'm talking like we just stopped running fully. So this time around it's nice to actually have done that and then be maintaining it afterwards a little bit. So yeah, nice little start to my Saturday. The sun is shining as well, so that is always nice. One thing that I always forget and I try to remember, so I'm gonna say it in here, is to wear your SPF. Even in the winter you need to wear your SPF. I mean, it's important anyway, isn't it? But I just feel like if you're gonna be out in the sun, in the weather, even when the sun's not out, just put your SPF on. Okay, just to show that every once in a while I do actually make an effort with myself and get very overwhelmed and flustered in the process. But yeah, I'm just about to go out now for... I've got to stop starting every sentence with I'm just about to. I am going out for food for my friend's 30th birthday. So yeah, I don't know what I'm wearing, but it's comfortable. It's like bloat friendly. So we're just gonna roll with it. The end of the week, the end of another vlog, so thank you for watching. Just before we finish, I wanted to start something new on this vlog. So the idea is that at the end of every vlog I'm gonna do like reflect on the week and look at some high points of the week and look at some low points of the week. And I'm not gonna make this running specific because obviously there are other parts of my life that impact my well-being, make me happy, make me sad, like, so they're not going to be running specific ones, although I imagine running will be in them every week. I hope that makes sense. Can you tell I'm tired? Today has just been the most chill day ever. I filmed a my running journey video, which should hopefully be live by the end of today, and I shall link it somewhere up here, somewhere, if it is. And then apart from just editing that and getting it up, walked Max, and literally I just don't know where the day's gone. But I've just needed to just do nothing. The weather has been quite rubbish today, so I rescheduled seeing my friend. I'm seeing her next week instead, so that'll be nice. And yeah, I'm really feeling the side effects of lowering the dose of the antidepressant I'm on, I'll be honest. So anyway, high points of the week. I would say I'm now back into a running routine post Cardiff Half and post being a bit under the weather. Celebrating my friend's birthday yesterday and seeing some friends, that was really nice, and just going out and being social, because Josh has been away this week, so I like my own space, don't get me wrong, but being social, I also I need to be social to not, you know, I need to also be social as much as I like to just retreat and sit at home and read and drink tea. And then my third high point of the week is making it up the hill that I mentioned yesterday. Making it all the way to the top of that hill without stopping, because I wasn't too sure, because I've kind of been avoiding it for the last month or so, but I made it up and I survived. I'm really proud of myself for just pushing through and not letting my head get the better of me, because that's something I'm trying to work on in terms of my running now, is my mind over matter, because this keeps winning and I need it to not win. I need to beat the little voices of self-doubt in my head, which I've started reading this book and it's really good. It's quite an easy read, it's not like too heavy, so I've just been highlighting little things in this to remember and flick back to when I get those points of really hitting the wall. Obviously not whilst running, anyway. And then low points of the week, I would say Josh being away, obviously. It's a bit weird just being at home for a week on my own, but I survived. I'm an independent woman. I've missed his cooking though, because my cooking just isn't up to scratch, and I've missed him. And the low point also is struggling. The other low point would be struggling with the side effects of lowering the dose of sertraline, the antidepressant that I'm on. Because it's been rough this week. I've had a couple of days where I'm just like, what is going on? So, yeah. But that's why today is needed, to just chill out. I'm getting bouts of anxiety, but I sort of know why I'm getting that, so it's making it a bit more manageable. I wouldn't say easier, because it's frustrating and it makes me think, why can't I just be normal? But I know why I'm having the reaction I'm having, and I've got the tools to try and manage it, whereas there was a point where I would experience those feelings and not know how to cope with them. So yeah, but thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. Another week of just chaos. I think that's how I feel when I watch back these vlogs and I'm editing them. I'm just a very chaotic person. But yeah, thank you for watching and I'll see you next week.